Hi guys, and welcome back for another YouTube tutorial. So today I'm doing a application and nail design video. A shout out to Bling Nails. She commented up under one of my videos. She is a new subscriber and she asked for me to make my videos a little bit longer. So she's on her nail journey, and I'm definitely going to listen and abide by my not clients, but my subscribers. If they ask me, I shall receive them and I shall give that out. So my videos are going to be a little bit longer for those who really want to look at the videos in more detail, want more detail, and try to figure things out. I will try to speed them up a little bit for those subscribers who have the attention span of a little mustard seed. They just ready to get straight to it. You know, you have some people who really don't like really long extended videos, and then you have some that do care for more detailed, more longer, lengthier videos because they're trying to learn through what they see. And I was one of those people when I started my nail journey. I would watch all the lengthy videos because I really wanted to see how they broke it down. I zoomed in so you guys can really see my application this time. I'm trying to get more technology savvy, so bear with me while I'm learning how to work this iPhone and learning how to get the different angles and the different lighting all together. I mean, this I didn't really think doing YouTube videos was going to be so time consuming and so just like actual work. This is actual work, but I'm loving the process and I'm loving how things are going for me. While I'm doing my application, just to change subjects real quick because I wanted to get back on nails. While I'm doing my application, you see that I'm cleaning those side walls. And yes, I should wear gloves, you guys. But when I wear gloves, I don't know. I don't know. I like to feel the client's hand, that I have control of the client's hand. And then my hands sweat. So when I'm wearing gloves, it just don't feel comfortable for me. But I do suggest, if you feel more comfortable wearing gloves, please by all means wear your gloves. And even when you're taking your state boards and your testing, you're going to have to wear gloves anyway. So it's good to get used to gloves. On me, I'm being a bad girl, so don't do it. Don't do that part of what the bad girls do. But it is good for you to wear your gloves. But you can see with my application, I'm taking my time. I'm making sure I'm checking each and every side of that nail to make sure that I have a good and even layer of acrylic on the sides. Do not get so caught up on beading. Like, I mean, not beading, but you know how some people say the 1B method, the 2B method, the 3B method. Just make sure you have you don't want your acrylic to be super thick, but you just want to make sure that you have coverage on that whole entire nail, if that makes sense to you. Just make sure you're just taking your time, like I'm patting down the acrylic, kind of letting gravity take control. Oh, and the acrylic that I'm using is the Cover Rose by Mia Secret. I love this color, especially when it comes to nudes. This color, Young Nails Cover Rose Bud, that's similar to the Mia Secret, and that is a great cover palette when if you're looking for that certain type of nude. I feel like this one is like a universal nude. If you go with a rosebud of any kind, or oh God, what's that acrylic that I just started falling in love with? Dynamic Nails. They have a vintage nude palette that's just like kind of similar to this one, and it has really good coverage too. But I had so much of this rose from Mia Secret that I decided I need to go ahead and use up as much as possible. You can never have enough nude powders. We'll talk about that in another one because I don't go out and buy a bunch of color acrylics. Honestly, you're not going to really need to be buying a bunch of color acrylics. If you got gel polish, we'll talk about that on another video. But if you got gel polish and it's a certain color you're trying to do, you can use your gel polish instead of going out and buying all these different colored acrylics. You know, work harder, work smarter, not harder, you guys. Okay, so we'll talk more about that in another video. But definitely do not go out and buy a bunch of color acrylics. You really don't need all those colored acrylics at all. All right, so to the fun but not so fun part of the video, which is the nail design. Y'all, I honestly did not want to post this video at all, especially once I watched how many times I was wiping and cleaning things off and making mistakes and all that. I really did not want to post this video, but I chose to post the video regardless of how many times I made a mistake, because I wanted to be as transparent as possible and let you guys see my mistakes and see where I messed up at, and that we can have, this will spark a conversation and maybe make a lot of people more comfortable to come to me or anybody else and ask for help. Do not be afraid to ask for help. Like I said before, we are on a journey, and through that journey we are going to make mistakes, and that's why I decided to go ahead and post this video. And when I look at how many times I wiped off or cleaned something off, I'm like, it really didn't look that bad. And then I thought about it. Maybe it was more that I was in my own head with this whole process. Like, you can literally be your worst. You can literally be the person that destroy your own self sometimes, because you looking at something. I mean, I had myself gassed up. I was ready to do this set. Like, it was like, okay, I'm doing this set. And then I got in my own head, and I knew I had gotten in my own head, because at one point I stopped the video and was like, okay, come on, Tara, get it together. Like, you're not messing up. You just in your own head. Get out of your own head and just, do the work. So I had changed up my method of doing my French. Like I've said before, there's so many different ways to do the French. And so I changed up my method of doing the French and went about it a different way. And it came out better. But like I said before, I had just gotten in my own way. Like, I was just, I don't know. I had the design down to how I was going to do it, figured out everything, and then turn around and just, I don't know. I just kept messing up. I was literally messing up. And I know people can relate to that. Like, we literally will break something down in our heads and we know we're going to do it just like this. And then when we get to doing it, it's like our hand and our minds are just not aligned. They're just not sinking into each other. They're not working together at that time. And I was all over the place. I had did that pinky probably 2 or 3 times. So you'll see me do this pinky 2, maybe 3 times. I redid that pinky. And honestly, when I go back and look at the video as I'm looking at it now, I'm like, it really didn't look that bad. But in my eye, and while I was doing it, it was like, ugh, I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to be as transparent as I possibly could while I was doing my videos this time around. I wanted y'all to see my mistakes, even my mess up with the pigment. I know I need a new light. I've had the light that I used for since I started my nail journey, and so I've had it a pretty long time. So it's time to go ahead and put her. She still works, but she's not working to the extent that I need her to work. Like, she's dimming on down. So I need to just, give me a new light and invest in a new light. And I think I used the wrong brush when I was fading in my pigment, but it still came out cute. My client liked it, and that's all that matters. I know I apologized to her like a few times, telling her, I'm sorry I'm taking so long. It usually don't take me this long. She was like, no, you're okay. You're fine. But in my mind, I'm like, no, this is not fine. This is not fine. I am really messing up. And I know I am. But she was happy with the set. She was like, this is a great summer set. She was about to get ready to go out of town. She's going to Atlanta. She was like, yeah, I love my set. So as long as she was happy and she liked it, that's what mattered. So yeah. Remember, you guys, this is a journey. This is a marathon, not a race. You are going to have to really just, be patient with yourself. I have to even be patient with myself. So yeah, you really have to just be patient with yourself. Remember, this is a process, and you have to practice. You have to practice. Practice does not make perfect, but it makes for improvement. And I will see you guys in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.